For 8 years, I sacrificed everything to help my wife through law school. I worked double shifts to pay for her tuition, rent, and groceries, all while she promised that once she passed the bar, we would finally have our life together. However, during her final year, I noticed a shift. She stopped talking about our future and focused solely on her career. When she finally found out she passed the bar, her celebration dinner turned into my worst nightmare. During dessert, she slid a manila envelope across the table. Divorce papers, she told me coldly. I don't need you anymore. I have my license. You were helpful during school, but that chapter is over. What she didn't realize was that I had been preparing for this for months. After sensing her distance, I had already moved my most prized belongings to a storage unit and opened a separate bank account, because the apartment, the car she drove, and all the utilities were solely in my name. She was claiming assets that weren't actually hers. I signed the papers right there at the restaurant and walked out. Within a week, I moved to San Francisco and terminated the lease and utilities on the apartment. She was left with 4 walls, no power, no internet, and 6 figures of student debt that she had expected us to pay off together. Months later, she tracked me down at a hardware store. Looking exhausted and desperate, she begged for a second chance, admitting she had made a mistake now that the reality of her debt and long hours had set in. I told her I was already engaged to someone who chose me when she actually had options. I drove away, leaving her standing in the parking lot.